Wholeness and Balanced Vibrations family, and thank you for tuning in to another quick tutorial. Today, it's actually about Ennealogy, which is exclusive to Secret Energy. And so we're going to begin by giving a little background information on Ennealogy and what it is. We've actually searched for years, our platform being open for now 12 years, in something that was a bit more universal. Oftentimes when we're looking for solutions for others, it could be like a one-size-fits-all type of solution, but we were looking for not only a universal solution, but something that was also unique. And so in that, we began to search everywhere for different systems that are available to tell us more and more about who we are. Obviously, we looked at many of the popular systems such as human design, obviously astrology, and many of these things. And we found out actually that the origin to most occult systems, if not all occult systems that are on the planet that get into metaphysics about the human body, mind, and soul, are all related to a form of art called Jyotisha numerology. And Jyotisha numerology is about 3,000 to 4,000 years old at least. And it's actually coming out of what we would say today is India, which was actually another territory during the ancient times. And it came from what was perceived as a planetary scholar, in this case, a entity that supposedly visited the planet and began to give human beings information about how they connect to the cosmos. And in this case, this was Shukra, which is now our modern day Venus. And so the interesting part about the system in itself is the knowledge that it reveals. And as you dive into Ennealogy, you'll see more and more why we are excited about it and why we put so much time into modernizing it. And in fact, we found out that even systems such as G.I. Gurdjieff's Enneagram was actually taken from actual Jyotisha numerology. However, what we've also done is we bought in some of the components that we felt were missing from the data sets that you see about numerology now, mainly the correspondences such as the colors, the plants, the intelligences, the frequencies, and everything that corresponds to each path. And as I said, we modernized it by creating actionables and things that you can do in your everyday life, deploy to you in a way that would allow you to access this information. So what Ennealogy is, just specifically, is a system that is thousands of years old, supposedly bought by an entity that actually had knowledge about the entire structure of the cosmos and began to teach this knowledge or this information to disciples and mentors, etc., in an ancient setting. And so now what we've done is we've bought Ennealogy into this modern setting, and we've bought the archetypes, which there are 9 archetypes in Ennealogy. And this system is based on your birthday. So how you would begin the process of actually onboarding into Ennealogy is what we're going to discuss today. So the first thing is we're actually going to begin at secretenergy.com, of course, and the process that you need to start first is actually signing in. So let's go to a fresh sign in here. And to do that, you'll click on Get Started. So we click on the Get Started button here. And then you are going to select your plan. And in this case, since Ennealogy Phase 1 and Phase 2 is absolutely free, we can get started as it states here. We can click the Get Started button here. And the most important part of this is that you fill in the actual day that you're born on correctly. So this is asking you for the day of the month that you were born on. So in this case, since I was born on the 22nd, then I'm going to hit the 22nd. And then, of course, it's asking me then for the month. And then it's going to ask me for the year also, because we do drop some gems and some nice gifts for those who are at their birthday. And so that's the main process that you're going to need to get right here. So obviously everything else is just going to be about your email address and getting the sign up credentials to you. So that's where you're going to need to begin. And then once you put that information in and you verify your account, now you're going to be able to go to the actual website, secretenergy.com. So after you're inside of Secret Energy, you can begin the fun with Ennealogy and get the knowledge and the information that it has for you by clicking on the comments tab here. which will navigate you to the messenger. And inside of the messenger, you'll actually notice that Ennealogy is the first tab available and always will be the first tab pinned to the top of your messenger. And then what will happen here is it will begin to deploy the actionables to you. And as you can see here, my path has already started. And so as you start going through the actionables, it will ask you different questions and it will give you things to do, and it will stop at certain points and let you know that it's going to be resuming after you have the opportunity to complete the things that have been instructed. And so I just wanted to say a few more words about this. One is in relation to resetting your path. Let's say you go through that sign up process that we just went through and you failed to put your birthday in properly and now you need to change it. You can actually go to your settings inside of the platform. So we would go here, and you could go to your profile. You would then go to your settings, and then inside of your settings, you will actually find your birthday inside of the settings. So let's go ahead and go to that here, and you can see your birthday is here. And again, it's the day that you're born on that's most important to be accurate. And then once you change that date and then you hit save, now what you'll need to do is you come back over to the messenger and you just type anything here, not just the word, but anything you type, and you just keep hitting enter. And what this is going to do is this is going to error out the path, and then it's going to start it all over again. So obviously you never want to type in the message area unless you want to restart your path. But as you see, if you needed to change your birthday, you can restart your path by just putting in, some random stuff and hitting enter until it does restart the path as it's done here. And then you will begin the path from scratch, and then it will begin on the number that you've actually selected based on your birthday. And so there's a couple more very powerful resources inside of Ennealogy, and one is the cosmic calendar. So this system is based on resonance, so you're able to dial in every single day to the energy that is actually more conducive for the day. So in this case, I'm actually doing this tutorial on Monday. So I'll be able to click on Monday and I'll be able to see every single resonance that is available for Monday. Now, the benefit of learning these resonances is when you set out in the day to accomplish things, you can really get an idea of what kind of energy is moving through. And when you harmonize with that energy, you'll find that you're able to go through the process of the day a lot more easier. And actually, if you even time what you're doing based on the energy of the day, then you'll find yourself much more successful because you're moving with the cosmic energy. So that's what the calendar is about. And it's available on the link secretenergy.com/Ennealogy calendar. So you'll actually find that link here. And again, the URL is secretenergy.com/Ennealogy calendar. And the final thing is Ennealogy is incredible. We're sure you'll love it. You actually have access to phase 1 and phase 2, which will really last somewhere in between 2 to 3 months. However, if you find yourself wanting to do the deep dive of Ennealogy, you want to know how it knows so much information about you, and you want to go into more information, you can actually do so by starting phase 3, which is actually available to you in the Innerversity. So if you sign up for Innerversity membership, you not only have access to lots of amazing courses that we've put together, but you also have access to Ennealogy Phase 3. And as you can see, there are 62 steps within Ennealogy Phase 3. That means individual courses that will allow you to learn even more about Ennealogy. However, we encourage everyone to at least dive into Phase 1 and Phase 2 and allow yourself to be able to come into a complete level of awareness of who you truly are. Wholeness.